Hello, and welcome to Nightly News with Roberta Frost. I'm Gemma Reston in for Roberta Frost, who is interviewing our special guest tonight, President Richard Nixon, talking about his second term as president and what's next for the nation. We'll head straight to the newsroom with the story.
Thank you, Mr. President, for joining us tonight. My first question is, how do you think the end of the war went?
I think that we saw success in removing our troops from Vietnam with Vietnamization, and Detente is an obvious success in itself and will continue to be for some time.
Among all of these successes, there seems to be one blunder in the bombing of Cambodia. What are your thoughts on that?
I realize that my decision has caused a public uproar, but it was for the safety of the nation, and I will continue to send my condolences to the families of the victims of the Kent State shooting that arose from this situation.
How is the economy doing post-war?
It's obvious that the nation is experiencing problems with stagflation, which is something that the nation has never experienced. So we have put a 90-day freeze on wages and prices to help along with the raising interest rates.
With the war over, how is domestic policy going to change?
During the war, our main focus was on the war itself. But with it out of the way, we can take domestic policy off the back burner and put our emphasis on it.
Switching gears a bit here, but is the United States going to get involved in the Arab-Israeli war? And if so, how?
Actually, we have placed our support with Israel, which has caused problems for us with the OPEC. They have quadrupled that price of oil and placed an embargo on it, so we won't be getting any more involved other than supporting Israel.
And now for the last question of the interview. What's going on with the Watergate hearings?
It's well known that John Dean is placing dramatic charges against me, but I will stand by my previous statement of saying that I am not a crook, and I think it's best to leave it at that.
Thank you, Roberta and Mr. President. Join us here again tomorrow night. Thank you, and good night.
You're right, I gotta be serious or I won't be able to start this. Okay.
That arose from this situation. Stop the teleprompter!
You American!
Saw a success in removing our troops through
The battery button's beeping. Like the battery thing's like beeping.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my God!
Question. Es como fue tu piensas el final de la guerra? I don't know how to say when.
Dang, girl. Quando?
Ding. Hello, and welcome to Nightly News with Roberta Frost. I'm Jenna Reston, in for Roberta Frost, who is interviewing our special guest tonight, President Richard Nixon.
Production
is brought to you by Vitamin Water.
And Reebok.
And Reebok. And the Michigan State Spartans.
It's coming. Thank you, Roberta and Mr. President. Join us here again tomorrow night. Thank you, and good night.